Welcome. Today we are going to talk about how to say no peacefully in a world that constantly demands more of us, more time, more energy, more yeses. What if true peace comes from the power of a gentle no, a no spoken not from a place of ego but from the core of your being? Saying no is not rejection, it is redirection. It is not about conflict, it's about clarity. Welcome to this sacred journey, a space of reflection, of strength, of peace. Today, we learn what it means to say no without guilt, without fear, without war. In an age where our calendars are a battlefield of competing priorities, and our minds a cacophony of shoulds and musts, how do we find the courage to say no without causing offense or disrupting the delicate balance of our relationships? Can we truly protect our peace without also hurting someone else? Today, we delve into the art of setting boundaries. This is your invitation to stand firm with grace, breathe in deeply, and walk with me. The first segment is the fear behind the yes. So why do we find ourselves constantly saying yes even when we know we should decline? Because within each of us lies the echoes of our past, especially our childhood conditioning. When we grew up, our parents, teachers, and society had a way of instilling certain beliefs, didn't they? Many of us were taught that it's good to be liked, right? That making others happy is the way to happiness. But as we evolve, shouldn't we outgrow some of these early teachings? Yet the habit of people-pleasing persists. And then there's the societal guilt around boundaries. Saying no, refusing an extra shift at work, declining an invitation. Doesn't it feel like we're letting someone down or missing out on an opportunity? We worry about what others might think, about the potential consequences of our refusal. But who are you really serving with your yes? Your yes that echoes with obligation rather than enthusiasm. Your yes that drowns in a sea of resentment rather than joy? Pause for a moment and ponder this. Mindful reflection. Who are you really serving with your yes? Segment 2. The spiritual power of no. Now, let's explore the transformative power of saying no from a place of mindfulness. When we say no from a place of detachment, not from ego, but from spiritual awareness, we become the authors of our lives again. Instead of being reactive, saying yes because of guilt or fear, we can respond consciously. Our no's carry with them the quiet strength of intent. Imagine for a moment that life is a vast ocean and you are a sailboat navigating its currents. With every yes, you catch more winds, but your journey becomes chaotic. With every no, you release some of that chaos. You set your sails only when the wind aligns with your direction. Detachment is not about indifference, but about focusing on what truly matters to you. It's about understanding that the outcomes are not entirely in your control, but your response is. You are not responsible for the results, only for the action. When we say no, we conserve our energy, protecting it from the turbulent tides of other people's expectations. We build a strong boundary around our energy, ensuring that only what aligns with our values and goals enters in. Meditation practice. Visualize your boundary as a golden circle of energy. Feel it expanding with each breath. This circle protects you, allowing only positivity and alignment to enter. Segment 3. Inner alignment. When saying no heals you, there's a profound wisdom in listening to the whispers of your soul. Have you ever felt a nagging discomfort after agreeing to something? A subtle voice within you, hinting at discontent? This is your intuition speaking, guiding you towards what truly aligns with your essence. When you feel a resounding no echoing in your heart, consider it a signpost indicating that the path ahead may not be the one for you. The key is to honor that feeling, to acknowledge that something doesn't quite align. It's not about being inflexible, but about staying true to the melody that resonates within you. Journaling, exercise, take a moment to reflect and write down, what am I saying yes to that drains me? Uncover the patterns, the commitments that are pulling you away from your true north. Segment 4. How to say no without guilt or drama. Saying no can sometimes feel like walking on eggshells, fearing the reactions of others. But what if we could master the art of refusal without causing a storm? Language is a powerful tool. When you say no, kindly but firmly, you leave little room for misinterpretation. Here are some scripts to help you practice. For friends, I appreciate you asking me, but I won't be able to make it this time. I hope you have a great time. For work, thank you for offering me this additional project. However, I have other commitments that I need to prioritize at this time. For family, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm not comfortable with that. I'd like to try and see how I feel after a week of doing this. Practice these phrases, not just with words, but with your tone and body language. Reflect on the scenarios you might face, and prepare your responses in advance. This isn't about being rigid, but about being ready. Breathing technique. When faced with requests, take a deep breath. Respond. Don't react. Your calm demeanor will set the tone for a respectful conversation. Before we move forward, I have a question for you. If this video resonates with your soul, if the idea of boundaries and peace within a peaceful no speaks to your heart, hit that subscribe button. Join me in building a community where we support each other in this journey of mindful living, one peaceful no at a time. Let's walk this path together. Now moving to the next segment, rebuilding life around what truly matters. When you start saying no to the things that drain you, a beautiful transformation begins. It's like clearing away the clutter to reveal a masterpiece. You suddenly find yourself with more time, more energy, more space. This newfound freedom allows you to turn your attention to what truly matters. You invest your energy in self-care, in nurturing your creativity, in spending quality time with loved ones, or exploring new passions. The peace that washes over you is not the absence of activity, but the presence of quiet strength versus loud approval. There's a strength in solitude that many misunderstand. It's a strength that comes from being aligned with your true self, from living life on your own terms. Reflection. Peace is a side effect of integrity. When you live authentically, you naturally attract those who resonate with your energy. And in that resonance, you'll find your tribe, your people. Segment 6. Saying no in relationships with love. Relationships are the cornerstones of our lives. They give us support, love, and understanding. But how do we balance respect in relationships with the need to set boundaries? Remember, love is not compliance. It's not about sacrificing your needs and wants at the altar of someone else's expectations. True love respects boundaries. It honors the individuality of both parties involved. Creating safe space. When you speak your truth, even when it's difficult, you create a safe space for yourself and the other person. It invites the other person to do the same, fostering mutual respect and empathy, detached from being liked. Not everyone will always like your decisions, and that's okay. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here to be true to yourself. When you live authentically, you attract people who appreciate you for who you are. Respect others by respecting yourself first. Setting boundaries does not mean you disrespect others. In fact, it starts with respecting yourself. When you value your own needs and limits, you pave the way for others to do the same. By saying no to things that don't align with your values, you create space for what truly matters, for love, respect, and authenticity to flourish. And now we come to the end of our journey today. Remember, your no is not unkind, it is sacred. It is mindful. It is your truth. Walk away from guilt, walk into grace. Walk slowly, speak clearly, and say no peacefully. And so, our meditation comes to an end. May the peace that transcends understanding watch over you. May the strength of your spirit guide you, and may the love in your heart light your path. And remember, you are not responsible for the comfort of others at the cost of your soul. You are not responsible for other people's feelings. You are responsible for your own well-being and for setting healthy boundaries. Thank you for walking this path with me. I wish you a life filled with peace, authenticity, and love. Until we meet again in our next meditation, may your days be filled with light and your nights with restful sleep.